Today we are going to discuss about the solar system. There are many planetary systems like ours in the universe, with planets orbiting a host star. Our planetary system is named the solar system because our sun is named Sol, after the Latin word for sun, solis, and anything related to the sun we call solar. Our planetary system is located in an outer spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system consists of our star, the sun, and everything bound to it by gravity. The planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Dwarf planets such as Pluto, dozens of moons, and millions of asteroids, comets, and meteoroids. Our solar system extends much further than the 8 planets that orbit the Sun. The solar system also includes the Kuiper belt that lies past Neptune's orbit. This is a sparsely occupied ring of icy bodies, almost all smaller than the most popular Kuiper belt object, dwarf planet Pluto. Our solar system formed about 4.5 billion years ago from a dense cloud of interstellar gas and dust. Now, let us look at the solar system in detail. There are 8 planets in the solar system. Each of them has its own fixed orbit around the Sun and period of revolution. All of them revolve around the Sun in the same west to east and their anti-clockwise direction. The further the planet from the Sun, the longer it takes to complete one revolution around the Sun. Planets do not possess any natural light but rely on the sun for the light they reflect. The sun is a yellow dwarf star, a hot ball of glowing gases at the heart of a solar system. Though massive, the sun still isn't as large as other types of stars. It's classified as the yellow dwarf star. Its gravity holds the solar system together, keeping everything from the biggest planet to the smallest particles of the debris in its orbit. The connection and interactions between the Sun and the Earth drive the seasons, ocean currents, weather, climate, radiation belts, and auroras. The Sun is the largest object within our solar system, comprising 99.8% of the system's mass. Mercury formed about 4.5 billion years ago when gravity pulled swirling gas and dust together to form this small planet. The smallest planet in our solar system and nearest to the Sun, Mercury is only slightly larger than Earth's moon. Despite its proximity to the Sun, Mercury is not the hottest planet in our solar system. The title belongs to nearby Venus, thanks to its dense atmosphere. But Mercury is the fastest planet, zipping around the Sun every 88 Earth days. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and our closest planetary neighbor. Similar in structure and size to Earth, Venus spins slowly in the opposite direction from most planets. Its thick atmosphere traps heat in a runaway greenhouse effect, making it the hottest planet in our solar system. Venus is roughly the same size as Earth, just slightly smaller. Venus is called the morning star or evening star as Venus shines so brightly that it is the first star to appear in the sky after the sun sets, or the last to disappear before the sun rises. Our home planet is the third planet from the sun. While Earth is only the fifth largest planet in the solar system, it is the only world in our solar system with liquid water on the surface. Just slightly larger than nearby Venus, Earth is the biggest of the four planets closest to the Sun, all of which are made of rock and metal. It takes about 8 minutes for light from Sun to reach our planet. Earth is the only planet that has a single moon. Our moon is the brightest and most familiar object in the night sky. It stabilizes our planet wobble, which has made the climate less variable over thousands of years. Mars was named by the ancient Romans for their god of war because its rich reddish color was reminiscent of blood. Even today, it is frequently called the red planet because iron minerals in the Martian dirt oxidize or rust, causing the surface to look red. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun in the solar system, just next to Earth. As Mars orbits the Sun, it completes one rotation every 24.6 hours, which is very similar to one day on Earth, 23.9 hours. Martian days are also called sols, short for solar days. A year on Mars lasts 669.6 sols, which is the same as 687 Earth days. Mars has two small moons, Phobos and Deimos. Jupiter is the fifth planet from our Sun and is by far the largest planet in the solar system, more than twice as massive as all the other planets combined. Jupiter's stripes and swirls are actually cold, windy clouds of ammonia and water floating in an atmosphere of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter's iconic Great Red Spot is a giant storm bigger than Earth that has raged for hundreds of years. Jupiter is surrounded by dozens of moons. Jupiter also has several rings, but unlike the famous rings of Saturn, Jupiter's rings are very faint and made of dust, not ice. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest planet in our solar system. Adorned with a dazzling system of icy rings, Saturn is unique among the planets. It is not the only planet to have rings, but none are as spectacular or as complex as Saturn's. The furthest planet from Earth discovered by the unaided human eye, Saturn has been known since ancient times. It takes sunlight 80 minutes to travel from Sun to Saturn. Like fellow gas giant Jupiter, Saturn is a massive ball made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Saturn is the only planet of the solar system that is less dense than water, about 30% less. The seventh planet from the Sun with the third largest diameter in our solar system, Uranus, is very cold and windy. The ice giant is surrounded by 13 faint rings and 27 small moons as it rotates at a nearly 90-degree angle from the plane of its orbit. This unique tilt makes Uranus appear to spin on its side. Uranus is also one of just 2 planets that rotate in the opposite direction than most of the planets. Venus is the other one, from east to west. Uranus was the first planet found using a telescope in 781 by William Herschel. Uranus has 27 known moons, and they are named after characters from the works of William Shakespeare and Alexander Pope. Uranus has 13 known rings. The inner rings are narrow and dark, and the outer rings are brightly colored. The rings aren't as prominent as Saturn's. Dark, cold, and whipped by supersonic winds, ice giant Neptune is the 8th and the most distant planet in our solar system. More than 30 times as far as from the Sun as Earth, Neptune is the only planet in our solar system not visible to the naked eye. Neptune does not have a solid surface. Neptune's atmosphere is made up mostly of hydrogen and helium, with just a little bit of methane. Neptune's neighbor Uranus is a blue-green color due to such atmospheric methane. But Neptune is more vivid, brighter blue. Neptune is one of 2 ice giants in the outer solar system. Of the giant planets, Neptune is the densest.